Hey, what's going on, guys? It's FPL Yusuf here, and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to bring you guys my Game Week 4 FPL bus team. We've got a lot to talk about in this video. I'm going to go over how we currently got on last week. We're going to just talk a little bit briefly about how this series is going so far. Are the minuses working? What's the overall rank looking like? I'm going to show you guys the transfers that I'm looking to potentially make this week, but also what my final team selection is looking like for next week as well. So I do hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, don't forget to drop a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and let's just jump straight into it. Okay, welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today on my YouTube channel for another video. So let's talk about how Game Week 3 went on. We did finish on 49 points, just above the average, but obviously we did take a minus 12 last week. So that takes us down to an overall rank of 5.6 million, which is not the greatest, I'm not going to lie. It's sort of a little bit of an experimental series, just to see if can you still get good rank despite taking minuses every week. And right now, it's not looking likely, but we're going to keep trying. We're going to keep persevering. Obviously, you know, it does show that obviously on some game weeks where you take a minus, certain players that you bring in for that specific game week are working. And we're going to cover that in how the team got on for Game Week 3. So we'll start off with the defense. Overall, the defense wasn't great at all. Obviously, Nottingham Forest lost the clean sheet very late on. That could have been the difference between us, you know, having a really good game week versus a mediocre week. Because if Sells and Milenkovic had kept their clean sheet, that would have covered the minus. And these are the fine margins that we're working on in this series, is that obviously when you're taking minuses, it is a big point total that you're losing out on. But if these little things come through, then it almost, you know, negates that minus and allows the rest of the team to flourish. So unfortunately for Nottingham Forest, they did lose it again. Arsenal too, losing a late clean sheet is very unfortunate. This defense could have been magnificent this week. You know, Forest lost it after the 80th minute. Arsenal lost it in the 83rd minute. So very unfortunate. Maxence Lacroix just once again just doing what he does best. 11 points, double digits, DEFCONs. He's amazing. And you know, obviously with Crystal Palace's fixtures coming up, he's not going anywhere anytime soon. So overall, the defense was very underwhelming. A little bit unlucky, I feel, but you know, these things happen. Obviously, Lacroix coming good. The midfield, on the other hand, had a little bit more joy. Obviously, Brian Mbeumo, 10 points. Jack Grealish, 10 points. Jack Grealish, by the way, is just looking phenomenal at playing for Everton at the moment. So I definitely am going to wait for, you know, Everton's fixtures to come on for a nice run. But he's not going anywhere either. He's just going to be a mainstay in my team for the time being. The rest of the midfield, very underwhelming. Obviously, Tijani Reinders, surprising loss from Manchester City to Brighton. Mo Salah blanking against Arsenal. I think that one probably, I wouldn't say was necessarily predicted, but that's one I could sort of accept, I guess, because obviously Arsenal defense is just so good. And obviously Antoine Semenyo not hitting the targets of either a goal or assist this week. But overall, I think, you know, long-term these midfielders are fine. A little bit underwhelming in Game Week 3. And obviously onto the forward line, not really much help either. Ekitike blanking against Arsenal. Chris Wood just, he had the captaincy. West Ham were looking very poor going to this game, and somehow Nottingham Forest managed to end up losing 3-0. So overall, for the majority of the team, it is very underwhelming. Like I said, 49 points all out, minus 12 taken, 5.6 million. We've got a lot of work to do, and hopefully, fingers crossed, these transfers this week will propel us forward and hopefully up the rankings. Right, so let's take a look at what my transfers are looking like for Game Week 4. And at the time of me recording this, it's currently looking like it's going to be a minus 8 this week. 3 transfers, 1 free, 2 for paid hits. First one up, the free transfer, is moving Brian Mbeumo to Cody Gakpo. Obviously, Mbeumo is going away to Manchester City, whereas Gakpo is going away to Burnley. So I'd much rather be invested in the Liverpool attack. Obviously, I've got Ekitike already in there. Mo Salah's there as well. So I'd much rather have sort of triple up on Liverpool for this game. And obviously, they play Everton next week as well, looking a bit further ahead. First minus we're looking to take is moving Esteve to Cucurella. Obviously, Cucurella is playing against Brentford. Brentford not really scoring too many goals at the moment. Chelsea being very good defensively as well. So I think I really like Cucurella. I think he's very good for bonus points. He does have the odd attacking threat as well for a goal and an assist. And I think Chelsea is overall looking very strong defensively as well. So yeah, he's going to be my first minus in a -4. And the second minus will be moving Chris Wood out before he plays Arsenal to João Pedro, who obviously, as again, like I said, with Cucurella, is playing against Brentford. Now, I may move Chris Wood back in next week. This could just be a one week punt thing. But I think with the form João Pedro has shown over the last few weeks, but also his ownership, I think, you know, it could be, if he does go off again, it could be quite problematic for my rank. So yeah, we're going to bring him in on a -8. That will be the 3 transfers for this week. Free transfer and obviously 2 paid hits. Both Cucurella and João Pedro all coming in. Chris Wood, Esteve and Brian Mbeumo all going out. Okay, let's take a look at how we're currently lining up for Game Week 4. So Matt Sells is in goal. I didn't really see the need to take a -4 to move a goalkeeper out. I know he's playing against Arsenal, but he's just going to have to do for this game week. Obviously, like I said, Nottingham Forest have got 2 good fixtures after this. So it just didn't really make much point of moving him out for 1 game week on a -4. So he's fine in goal. Back 3, Gabriel obviously playing against Nottingham Forest. I'm expecting an Arsenal clean sheet here as they are at home. And Nottingham Forest haven't really looked that good in attack. Cucurella, obviously our new signing, coming straight into the back line, pairing up with Maxence Lacroix, who's playing against Sunderland. So I am hoping for clean sheets in this back line this week. Matt Sells is a little bit touch and go, but for the rest of them, I'm expecting them to come back with the goods. Then we come into the midfield. We've got the double up of Liverpool, Cody Gakpo on the left, Mo Salah on the right. I want a massive part of the Liverpool attack for this Burnley game and also Everton next week. So it just makes sense just to go for the triple up. We're going to come on to Ekitike in a second. But yeah, Salah and Gakpo straight in there. Tijani Reinders obviously keeps his place. Great value for money. It's got a decent fixture. I think, Man City usually perform quite well against Manchester United, especially at the Etihad. So I'm fine owning him. Antoine Semenyo against Brighton. This will be a good game, I think. I think it will be quite an end-to-end game. Both teams really good attacking, really efficient going forward. And I do expect, a few chances to be created in this one. And last up, Jack Grealish will be starting for us against Aston Villa. Aston Villa have not been that good at all. Defensively look very suspect at times. And I'm hoping with the sort of newfound form that Grealish has got, he will exploit that and get some points on the board for us this week. And obviously coming on to the strikers, new signing João Pedro up front against Brentford. Great fixture to start off. Hopefully, fingers crossed, he'll get some returns for us. And obviously Ekitike being a part of that triple up of Liverpool. I'm just expecting sort of 3-4 goals from them. And I'm hoping that providing that we've got all three, or at least 3 out of the 4 in the attack, that we should be coming back with some returns this week. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please don't forget to drop a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I'll be back on either late Thursday or early Friday morning with a final team selection and the key questions. So if you guys got anything you want me to ask, anything you want me to cover, hit me up on X. I'll leave a link to it in the description down below, or feel free to drop me a comment under this video as well. I will get back to all of you guys, and I will also include some of them in my final team selection video on Friday morning. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please don't forget to drop a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and I'll catch you guys next time.